What's going on YouTube? This is JH, Notthenormaltraveler. Here, as you can see, beachside, giving you a slight video, more of an introduction teaser about what we're going to do with this channel, what we want to do with this channel. Notthenormaltraveler, call it a concept, call it an idea. Basically, it's a part of me. It's an extension of me. Again, trying to give back to you. And when I mean you, I mean everything. From the world, from the people that I've met, from the interactions that I've had, from all the experiences that, you know, I've been a part of. It's taken me to this point. Just so you know a little bit about me. Again, I was born and raised in North Carolina. So East Coast, USA, North Carolina boy. North Carolina barbecue is the best barbecue in the world. Sundrop, chill wine, all the best stuff. Shelby, North Carolina. Big shout out to Cleveland County, everyone that's a part of that. Crest, Burns, Shelby, Kings Mountain. You know, love it all. You know, Dairy Queen to Bridges Barbecue on Grover Street, the best one. And anyway, born and raised in North Carolina. You know, I was very active in athletics in the community. At that point in time, I was a member of Mount Calvary Baptist Church. That's where I grew up in. That's where I was kind of molded, raised. So everyone that's a part of that community, I want to say thank you. You know, I went to Crest High School. I was all-state in wrestling. I was a member of, you know, groups like FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, DECA. A member of the first 4A state championship team for Crest. And, you know, we went 15-0. So all those Charger fans out there. But of course, you know, we want to give much love to, you know, Burns, Kings Mountain, and Shelby as well. But anyway, you know, progressing from there, I went to Mars Hill College, which is in Mars Hill, North Carolina. A small liberal arts school. You know, alcohol-free, dry campus. Had a lot of experiences there. Met a lot of great people. One in particular, I want to give a big shout out to Chad Dula. Wherever you at, Dula, love you, boy. And of course, you know, A-Bone, I have not heard from you or seen you in years, man. We don't know where you are, but if you happen to come across this video, man, give a comment, some love or something. We're trying to reach you. And then everyone in that Mars Hill family, you know, Alan Shelley, who was a mentor for me, you know, my head athletic trainer, helped me so much, not only in athletic training, but in life as well. So I have to give a big shout out to him. So we move on from there. Went to a lot of different things. I went on to Presbyterian College in South Carolina, did a graduate internship there under Nelson Jones, and from there branched out, went to massage therapy school, Alpha School of Massage. They're closed now. This is in Greenville, South Carolina, and kind of just progressed. Went on, you know, took part in creating the most beautiful person in the entire world, my daughter Carly, I love you. And you know, from there we've progressed to I work with at-risk youth, and then of course 9/11 happened. I have multiple family members who are in the military who have served, and you know, I felt compelled, I felt moved to act, and I wanted to kind of give back to those who are giving so much to us. So I wanted to take my skill set, which was athletic training and rehabilitation, to the level of helping warriors and soldiers get back on the battlefield or get back to an active use of life. So I went in, I enlisted 68 Whiskey Combat Medic, deployed out of Alaska, the 25th Infantry, and you know, Fort Wainwright. You know, we went to, you know, our location, we did what we needed to do there, we came back, and you know, the family always tends to branch out and go different directions, and that's what happened. But in that process, I learned a lot about Alaska. I loved Alaska. I got to experience a lot of things that I hadn't experienced before, like deep sea fishing and other things. And I decided to make Alaska my new location or my base of operations, we'll say, for home. From there, you know, I went on to a lot of other areas around the world, seen a lot of places, seen a lot of things, interacted with a lot of people, and you know, got another deployment in back to the Middle East. Also, I did some time in Korea, so I got to experience Seoul and love Seoul, love Korean food. I love Asian culture. But now, kind of bouncing back to, we'll say the time frame of 2008, 2009. That was the first time that I ever got to experience going to the location that I had researched, which was Thailand, which is where I am now. I had planned to go to the Philippines and Thailand, but just due to circumstances, I wasn't able to go to the Philippines. So I ended up going to Thailand. And with that first experience, I experienced Bangkok, Thailand. Got down to Pattaya. And so basically for 15 days, at that point in time, I was 29, 30. More mature. I've been to Japan. I've been to other countries before, but not in this capacity. And Thailand, not only did it blow my mind, but it expanded my mind. This country sometimes gets a lot of negative stigma, but with saying that, this is a beautiful country. I love Thailand. I love the people here. I love the food here. The culture is rich and diverse. Again, there's good and bad everywhere you go, whether you're in the United States or whether you're here in Thailand or whether you're in Korea or Germany or in the Middle East or Canada, wherever. There's good and bad everywhere. If you're smart enough, you research and you learn how to avoid, or when those situations arise, you learn how to deal with them. So in future videos, of course, I'll touch on a lot of the things that a lot of people have probably already started to question. Well, if you're in Thailand, where are the chicks? Where are all the the hot girls and all the the nice beaches and all the the crazy nightlife and all that stuff? Well, I'm 39 now, and I've matured. And what I mean by that is, I have responsibilities that don't allow for me to go out and be what we'll call a 2-week millionaire, and I'll do a video on that. There's multiple YouTube videos on that type stuff, but we'll do from a Black American male perspective, 2-week millionaire. Terms like chocolate man. We'll cover that. We'll also cover how a Black American male is perceived and taken here in Thailand in the various locations. How the culture responds to it, and how your skin tone can affect a lot of things involving your travel, not just here in Thailand, but even in Korea and other locations. Of course, most people know that, but maybe you don't know to the fullest degree. Kind of changing tones here. I'm also going to do future videos in reference to how my transition was from going from active duty to medically retired, and how I'm dealing with some of my issues and some of my conditions here. How Thailand has been a blessing in a lot of ways, but also it has been it's added to my own personal hell that I was already dealing with leaving from stateside. I'm attempting school here at Webster University, so we'll talk about that in future videos. How some people leave service and then they want to transition and they want to use the Montgomery GI or the post 9/11 bill, and how maybe trying overseas or studying abroad might be of benefit to you, and more than just the ways of you getting to see different locations. There's a lot of pros to studying abroad. There's a lot of pros to using that section and that bill that is a benefit to us as servicemen and women. It's a great thing. Now there are some cons, and we'll cover those as well. I'll talk about my university experience here a little bit as well also. Now, as I'm kind of wrapping this up, because we're getting close to that 10-minute mark with this video, this is where I'm not going to do what a lot of people do with some of the YouTube channels, as they say, okay, right here, this is where I'm going to say, I love you so much, and if you don't mind, could you check out my blah 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 account, or this account or that account, and would you mind sparing a couple dollars to help me fund? No, what I am going to say is this: if what I've said so far has been of any interest to you, and you think this is something that could not only grow but could be beneficial in other ways, again, active duty 9 years, serving in the medical corps. I was with line units, so I've seen the infantry side and I've also seen the medical side. So if you have family members or friends, or you had loved ones who experienced that, I can touch on those type things. Transition from leaving the military to going into civilian sector. You can touch on that, touch on things from my perspective of how I'm dealing with my own personal demons, such as, you know, physical limitations and conditions, depression, other things, health. When I got here, you know, my weight was going crazy because not only the medications but inactivity. Now I'm fighting through a lot of those things right now, but you know, I've gotten my weight back down to a manageable realm. It's taken almost 2 years to do. That came with a lot of perseverance. A lot of different changes had to happen in my surroundings. With that said, you know, we'll touch on some health things. Again, I do have a background in sports medicine, anatomy and physiology. You know, at one point in time, you know, I was a certified strength and conditioning coach, and I was a certified personal trainer. You know, I let my license lapse for massage therapy, but at any point in time, I can always reapply and get my massage therapy for US back active. So again, I have a lot of diverse experience with anatomy and physiology and health related topics. Also don't forget, you know, I did do an internship with the Atlanta Falcons. So if you know anything about NFL and you know anything about the Atlanta Falcons, I was there when Jamal Anderson was there back in 2000. So I've got some great stories for that time period there as well. And then now I need to pause for a second and give a big shout out to 2 families that I have. I have a military family. I was in the U.S. Army, but when I say military family, I mean all branches. Everyone who is serving currently, everyone who is recently retired, everyone who has served in the past, and everyone who's had a family member or a loved one that has served, I want to say thank you. I want to say, if you're active duty or reserve or National Guard, thank you for everything that you do. You may not hear it every day, but I love you. I appreciate you. I know a lot of the things that you're dealing with and that you're going through is, especially with current times and current things right now, there's a lot of uncertainty, but stay true to your training, stay true to, you know, what your instructors, what your, you know, your sergeants and your officers have tried to instill in you in the various locations and spots, and just stay true to your beliefs, stay true to yourself, stay in shape, stay conditioned, keep conditioning your mind, don't ever stop learning, keep progressing, keep fighting. We need you. Without you, we're not safe. Without you, you know, we don't sleep well at night, whether people will argue and say, oh, we don't need the military or whatever. I love you. I respect you. I always will. You're part of my family. I consider myself to be one of your brethren because I have been there, done that. Would love to have continued doing that, but just due to circumstances, I wasn't able to. Now, to the family members of those who've served, we love you because you give up so much of yourself to support us, to help us, and that can never be replaced. So we love you guys for that. I apologize for the audio. I forgot my mic, but you know, I'm trying to do this as best I can right now. Now, the other family that I have, I'm going to call those are my extension families. So I have my Cleveland County family. I have my Team Warrior family, which still goes to the military, but it's a different family. I love you guys in Team Warrior. You know, not only did we set the standard, but you know, we kind of set, you know, hotel company, reception company on fire with some of the things that we did. You know, we set the bar in so many ways. So I love you guys for that. Now, the other parts of those extensions of the family, I have to say that, you know, I have a Facebook family that is amazing to a great degree. You know, hopefully, with all of that being said, some of the things that we're working on will come to fruition. Now, this is where I'm going to say, again, if you find any of this content or any of this, you know, conception of the Not the Normal Traveler to be of interest, and you would care to help me in this endeavor, please look at the description box below. I have my address to where I'm currently staying. Don't let the address fool you. It's not everything that you might think it would be. But you know, whether it's a care package, whether it's a letter, whether it's a comment or a suggestion in the channel, much appreciated. We'll definitely do open box stuff. Of course, we have reviews there. This is going to be a part of the normal daily blog. But then also, you know, if you feel compelled, I do have a Patreon account set up. that, you know, if you want to contribute, whether it be, you know, $1 or more, one-time donation of, you know, whatever, to help me with not only camera equipment but other equipment that will help me to provide content in a more efficient manner. Again, I do have limitations, so it's hard for me to do things as far as like typing up my scripts and whatnot, so I'm trying to upgrade my computer so it's a faster computer. I'm working with a 2013 computer that the USB ports are going on. I'm down to one USB port. So now, with saying those things, before I go any further, those upgrades will happen with or without, you know, contributions, but they'll happen a lot quicker and more efficiently if I have contributions to help me, because again, you know, I'm a student here. I'm not allowed to work here in Thailand, so the resources that I have is basically coming from, you know, my reserves, and then of course from helping with, you know, serving in the military. I have a stipend for school, so very limited budget. But again, we have the Patreon, we have the PayPal account set up. Those will be in the description box below. But then we also have a campaign that we're going on right now, and this is going into our 9th day. We have a Kickstarter that has been established for us. We have a small goal that we set that would not only help me, you know, improve my equipment, it'll help me improve my accessories, it'll help me improve my software, it'll also help me improve my camera equipment, so we can bring you better content that might only, if anything, bring a smile to your day or help you with some of the things that you're dealing with, and most importantly, just to let you know that you're not alone in this world. So not only will we give you some hotel reviews, we'll give you some product reviews, we'll give you some just for funs, we'll give you some just for laughs, we'll share some stories, maybe something that I can share or say might help someone out there. And you know, if we can do that, that's what we want to do. Again, Not the Normal Traveler, it's not only going to be a travel review, but it's also a transition. And with that being said, Not the Normal Traveler, that's where the concept comes in. So it's not just traveling from one physical location to another, but it's traveling from an emotional place, from where you were to where you are now, where you're going. This is from a mental state of being, you know, whether you're a civilian, whether you're just a normal everyday person, whether you're in business, whether you're going into the military, whether you're in the military, whether you're transitioning out of the military, life after the military. Again, it's all, everything is a start, continuous process, and a stop. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to extend the continuous phase. You know, tomorrow's not promised, and we know that. But while we're in the moment of processing, we want to share what we can do. And I have a story. I feel like it should be told. And if anything else, it needs to be told because I want to help someone. If I can reach one person, then I've done my job in this lifetime in a positive manner. So with that being said, we're going to cut this off with the 18-minute mark. We're going to cut this off. This has been Vlog 1, official. Not the Normal Traveler, JH. And we're going to hear this phrase in every video. And we'll do a video just on the phrase itself. I need to give a big shout out to Eric Seifert, Sergeant Sai, wherever you are. If you see this video, this one is inspired by you. Some people like their cucumbers pickled. What about you? That phrase, that concept, that idea, if you can kind of grasp that and what that means, not only on superficial level, but on the broad scale, then you'll really understand what this channel is all about. So again, this is JH, Not the Normal Traveler, signing off. We love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, of course. That repeating phrase that you always hear. But then again, if you feel so compelled, we have a wish list on Amazon as well. I also have a wish list that I'll post from Lazada, which is the version of Amazon here in Thailand. You know, if you feel compelled and you want to contribute in that way, please do. We'll definitely give you a shout out. We'll definitely give you a thank you, because we're already saying thank you right now because you've watched the video. But we love you. We care about you. Again, JH, Not the Normal Traveler. Some people like their cucumbers pickled. How about you? Signing off. Thank you.